Ever wondered why some relationships drain you more than they fulfill you? This question often arises when one finds themselves entangled within the intricate web of a narcissistic relationship. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly does a narcissistic relationship look like? Well, it's a complex dynamic where one partner, the narcissist, displays a high level of self-interest, a distinct lack of empathy, a profound sense of entitlement, and a relentless need for admiration. These traits can be subtle and even charming at first. But as the relationship progresses, they become alarmingly toxic, leaving the other partner feeling drained, undermined, and often emotionally battered. Narcissists are masters of manipulation. They have a knack for making you believe that their needs are the most important thing in the world. They're experts at spinning a web of lies so intricate and captivating, it's hard to distinguish between reality and their version of it. Their inflated self-image, coupled with a relentless desire for admiration, often leaves them blind to the needs and feelings of others. This lack of empathy is a classic sign of a narcissist. They're unable to put themselves in another person's shoes, to feel their pain or understand their viewpoint. This can make you feel invisible, as if your feelings and needs are irrelevant. Another key trait of a narcissist is an overwhelming sense of entitlement. They believe they deserve special treatment and that the rules don't apply to them. This can manifest as a disregard for your boundaries, a constant need to be in control, and a blatant disrespect for your time and energy. These traits, while individually may not seem as harmful, when bundled together in a person you're in a relationship with, can create a toxic environment that's hard to escape from. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. To better understand the dangers of narcissistic relationships, let's delve into some real-life examples. The more aware we are, the better equipped we'll be to recognize and navigate these challenging dynamics. So stay tuned as we unravel the narcissistic web and explore ways to break free. Meet Sarah, a vivacious individual who found herself caught in the emotional vortex of a narcissistic partner. In the beginning, Sarah was swept off her feet by her partner's charm and charisma. She felt loved, adored, and cherished like never before. But as time passed, the relationship started to evolve in a way she hadn't anticipated. Her partner's initial charm gave way to an incessant need for admiration and an extreme sense of entitlement. Sarah found herself constantly walking on eggshells, fearing any action or word could trigger her partner's anger or disappointment. The person who was once her refuge became the source of her anxiety. Her partner's narcissistic behavior led her down a path of emotional exhaustion, self-doubt, and a loss of identity. In the midst of this emotional turmoil, Sarah lost sight of who she was. She was no longer the vibrant, confident woman she once was, but rather a shadow of herself, constantly seeking her partner's approval. As the relationship progressed, her partner's manipulative behavior became more apparent. They used guilt as a tool to keep Sarah in the relationship, making her feel at fault for their own shortcomings. They would shift blame, distort reality, and gaslight Sarah, making her question her own sanity. Sarah found herself in a constant state of confusion and self-doubt. She was caught in a cycle of emotional highs and lows, where moments of affection were swiftly followed by bouts of hostility and blame. This is what we call the emotional vortex of a narcissistic relationship. It's a whirlwind of emotions where the victim is spun around so much that they lose touch with reality and themselves. It's a dangerous place to be, one that can leave deep emotional scars. Sarah's story is not uncommon. In fact, it's a narrative shared by many who have been in a relationship with a narcissist. It's a painful journey, but one that can be overcome with awareness, support, and self-care. Sarah's story shows the emotional toll a narcissist can have on their partner. Now, consider John, a successful entrepreneur who found himself under the control of a narcissistic spouse. John was a confident, well-rounded individual, but as he fell deeper into the relationship, he found himself losing control of his own life. John's spouse, let's call her Sarah, was a classic narcissist. She was charming, charismatic, but underneath it all, she had a deep-seated need for admiration and control. Sarah's desire to control every aspect of John's life was subtle at first. She'd suggest what he should wear, which friends he should see, and even how he should run his business. Slowly, she started making these decisions for him, leaving John feeling powerless. Sarah's lack of empathy was another red flag. When John expressed his concerns, she dismissed them, making him feel as if he was overreacting. This dismissal was not only hurtful, but also isolating. John began to question his own judgment, and his confidence dwindled. In his quest to please Sarah, John started to lose touch with his friends and family. Sarah was his world, and she liked it that way. She thrived on being the center of his universe, and any threat to that was swiftly eliminated. This isolation left John vulnerable, his self-esteem at an all-time low, and his mental health suffering. Despite the emotional turmoil, John struggled to break free from the relationship. Sarah's controlling nature had convinced him that he needed her, that he was incapable of making decisions on his own. This is a common tactic narcissists use, making their partners feel dependent and helpless. Eventually, with the help of therapy and support from loved ones, John managed to escape the clutches of his narcissistic spouse. It was a long and difficult journey, but he came out stronger, more self-aware, and determined to regain control of his life. John's story is a stark reminder of how narcissists can isolate and control their partners. It's a cautionary tale, warning us to be vigilant and aware of the signs of a narcissistic relationship. The stories of Sarah and John might make you wonder, could I be in a narcissistic relationship? Identifying a narcissistic relationship is not always straightforward. Narcissists can be charming and alluring, making it easy to get caught in their web. But if you're constantly feeling unheard, constantly questioning your own thoughts and feelings, or feeling isolated from your friends and family, it might be time to take a closer look. Feeling unheard is a common sign. In a narcissistic relationship, your thoughts, feelings, and opinions might often be dismissed or invalidated. You might find that even when you voice your concerns, they're brushed off, or worse, turned around to make you feel guilty or wrong. Constantly questioning yourself is another red flag. Narcissists are masters of manipulation. They can twist situations to make you feel like you're the one at fault. You might find yourself doubting your own memory or judgment, a phenomenon known as gaslighting. It's a way for narcissists to maintain control and divert attention away from their own behavior. Feeling isolated is another common symptom. Narcissists often employ a technique known as triangulation, where they pit two people against each other to gain control. This can lead to you feeling isolated from your friends and family, as the narcissist monopolizes your time and attention. It's important to remember that in a healthy relationship, trust and respect are paramount. Your feelings should be acknowledged and validated. You should feel secure in expressing your thoughts without fear of retribution or gaslighting. Your partner should respect your boundaries and encourage your relationships with others, rather than trying to isolate you. But remember, recognizing these signs is not about blaming or labeling someone as a narcissist. It's about understanding the dynamics at play and protecting your own mental and emotional health. It's about empowering yourself to make informed decisions about your relationships and ensuring that you're treated with the respect and dignity you deserve. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards protecting yourself from a narcissistic relationship. So, what can you do if you find yourself in a narcissistic relationship? The first step is recognizing and accepting the situation. It's often easy to disregard the signs, but acknowledging the presence of narcissism is the initial leap toward escape. Next, it's imperative to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors are trained to guide you through this complex process. They can provide you with strategies to navigate the narcissist's manipulation tactics and bolster your emotional resilience. Establishing boundaries is also crucial. Narcissists thrive on control and will often overstep your personal space, both physically and emotionally. By setting clear, firm boundaries, you're asserting your independence and taking back your power. This might be met with resistance, but remember, it's your right to have your needs respected. You don't have to go through this alone. Reach out to your loved ones, friends, family, or support groups. They can provide emotional support, a listening ear, and often a different perspective. Sharing your experiences can be cathartic and can help you realize that you're not alone in this journey. Lastly, but most importantly, practice self-care and self-love. Narcissistic relationships can severely impact your self-esteem. Make sure to take time to nurture yourself. Engage in activities that bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment. This isn't about being selfish, rather, it's about replenishing your emotional reserves, so you're better equipped to deal with the situation. Remember, you're not obligated to stay in any relationship that causes you distress or harm. It's okay to prioritize your mental health and well-being over maintaining a harmful relationship. You're not alone in this journey, and there are resources available to help you navigate this difficult situation. And most importantly, remember that you're worthy of love and respect. You're not defined by this relationship, and it's not a reflection of your worth. You deserve to be in a relationship that celebrates, not suffocates, you. Remember, it's not selfish to prioritize your mental health and well-being. You deserve to be in a relationship that celebrates, not suffocates you. Thank you for staying with us till this point. If you found this video insightful and it resonated with your personal experience, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this information. Narcissism is a pervasive issue that impacts many relationships, and spreading awareness can aid in identifying and navigating such situations. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on mental health and relationships, as we regularly provide resources and strategies to help you navigate complex emotional landscapes. Remember, knowledge is power, so let's strive for mental health awareness, understanding, and empowerment together. Stay informed, stay empowered, and remember, you are not alone in this journey.